What up? This is Robert Horry.
Horry, three-pointer. Buries it.
You might know me as Big Shot Bob.
To Horry for three. Oh, unbelievable. This guy is off the charts.
What's going on, Big Shot Bob?
Robert Horry from downtown.
Well, welcome into a late edition of the show this week, friends. Episode 239 comes your way a little bit late on a Thursday. I will put my hand up and take the blame for that. I had had a lot going on. Tuesday was my wife's birthday, so I took the day off, and then Harp had work on Wednesday, and my Wednesday got completely crushed. So here we are on a Thursday. We don't do this too often, but here we go. So we're here. That's seven-time NBA champion Robert Horry. The guy over here is B-Dog Brandon Harper. My name's Rob Jenners. And we do this show every week where we talk about all kinds of nonsense, mostly the NBA, but all kinds of other shit too. So How are you? What is going on in the world, man? How have you been?
Man, I'm good. I'm just chilling. I'm like, I feel like a bum because you two dudes are busy. I've been sitting at home watching TV.
Dude, I wish that I could have that. I wish I could have that. I do, yeah. No, we're in the thick of it, dude. We're in the SEC championship game here in Atlanta. Obviously, you know, we have both, I think, have a lot at stake here in the sense that Georgia and Alabama are going to square up for this one because Texas A&M shit the bed against Texas. I mean, I don't think we expected this game to happen the way it's happening. So this place has become over here because we do this show from Atlanta. If you don't know, has been like a fire drill the last like 4 days. It's been like, here we go, Georgia's in the game. Oh my God, and everything just went sideways here.
Yeah,
so it's been crazy.
I know a couple friends of mine were like, well, I should say friends and former teammates. They're going to the game. It's like, Rob, you coming? I'm like, let's all go. And I was like, yeah, I gotta work, man. I can't come. So
when are you working?
Like, what you got? Oh, you got Spectrum?
No, I have something else I got to do for the Lakers. So
that's okay.
Yeah, so I was like, man, spend a lot of money or make some money. I'll really make some money and watch no TV.
I'm with you. If the choice is spend it or make it, I'm always going to make it. Yeah.
And it hurt me, though, because I love hanging out with my former teammates, man. You know, we have a good time. We reminisce and just talk a lot of shit. And
we would have you here. I mean, we would get you in Atlanta, so we would get to see you, too. So, I'm with you. Yeah, it would be good to see you. But, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We have a lot of college football stuff to do, which I feel like we could do at any time if you want. But I figure we just kick it to later in the show because there's a couple things going on. That I think are probably worth us starting with. Did you want to start with Chris Paul?
Sure.
They were here in Atlanta yesterday.
We know.
Yeah. Lowly ass Clippers managed to put the Hawks down last night. I turned that game on.
Seriously?
I turned the game on in the third, and the Hawks were down 20 in the third when I turned it on. I was like, oh,
here's
shit.
the thing. It was no Jalen, no Porzingis. And obviously we don't have
Trey's been out. Yeah.
So, I mean, the Hawks were depleted a little bit. Now, obviously, the Clippers didn't have Bradley Beal. They did have Kawhi and Harden with it, but they pretty much controlled that game for the most part.
Well, they also didn't have Chris Paul.
That too. And Atlanta fans let them hear it too.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, the little, whatever they call the little 6-man section is talking about where's Chris Paul? Where's Chris Paul? It's all on Bleacher Report. It went viral.
Oh, I didn't even see that. That's hysterical.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Love that. Well, I mean, I hate it for a couple of reasons. I hate that it happened in his final year because he came out and he said, "Look, we're parting ways. This is it for me, my career. We're gonna call it." And I thought, everybody, specifically me, was like, "This is cool. Like, you get to have your farewell tour." You get to go everywhere, you get to play, you get to get a little bit of recognition. Even if you're not playing significant minutes, at least you get some time on the floor and people can kind of show you love for the career you've had. And then he gets cut loose like this. And then the story kind of comes out that like he didn't get along with Ty, he didn't get along with management, he didn't get along with some of the guys on the team. Like it was it was very contentious, it sounded like. And I'm like, and I think I know why. And I'm not trying to take a shot at Ty Lue here, because I do like Ty. But the Clippers, to me, and this is very much a pun, feel like a rudderless ship. It feels like no one's at the helm at times. There's no real, like, Kawhi's not a leader on the floor. He's very quiet and he's reserved. Harden, we know who Harden is. So I feel like part of it is here comes like seasoned veteran, the point guard, Chris Paul, who wants to maybe like, hey, guys, we should start doing this. Hey, let's turn it in this direction. Why the hell aren't we running these kind of schemes? And nobody liked that. Everyone was like, no. We're good doing what we do. We give James the ball. Kawhi plays 50% of the time. We're fine with it.
Well, so we got a chance to talk to Ty Lue last night in the pregame presser. And, one of the guys that asked, hey, we never got a chance to hear your side of this whole thing. And Ty Lue was like, I didn't agree with the move. So he said he didn't agree with it. He said, look, me and CP are good friends. I didn't agree with it. I don't think that's how you go about, letting go of a guy of his caliber with his career, a future Hall of Famer. He said, but he said that, obviously that's out of my hands, when it comes to stuff like that. So, he said he didn't agree with it. So, a lot of people are saying, well, it was Ty Lue and everybody came together. According to him, he said he did not agree with the move. So for what that's worth. Now, he could say one thing and then something else could have happened. You may not even get the full truth ever or somewhere later down the road. But that's what he said yesterday.
Yeah, for me, I'm just waiting. If you really want to point the finger at somebody, you can't point it at Ty, you can't point it at Chris. You got to point it at Lawrence Frank. You think Lawrence Frank, that episode with Dave Chappelle, like, I fucked up.
Yeah.
You remember that one? Lawrence Frank been fucking up for a minute. You think about it. Name one good thing he's really done for that organization. You can't really put a finger on it. You think about let's go back to the Paul George situation and all the picks he gave up for Paul George. You let Kawhi, put a stranglehold on him. Like, this is my way or this way. Then you get a guy. It's been a shit show. And you think
Very
about
much.
this. It's like, you think when Lawrence Frank was he was in a coach, it was a shit show. You think when he went to the office in Brooklyn, it was a shit show. It's like, when are you going to learn that Lawrence Frank is a great guy, but some guys don't make great decisions. You can be a great guy, but you don't make great decisions, So I think that's the blame. And plus, when you think about it, there's a certain way you handle stuff with Chris Paul. Even though, and I gotta say, if Chris Paul was like, no, this was, I'm not saying the Lakers would do, but if he was on the Lakers, never played for the Lakers, and I was like, you're on this and it's not working out, you let him go like that. But he did a lot for you with the Clippers uniform. I know Lawrence Frank and the organization was owned by different people and all that kind of stuff, but still though, it's like you could say, hey man, because number one, you don't just say get the fuck out of Dodge.
Right.
You say, hey man, we got to figure out some way to, resolve this thing. How can we do it to make both parties, be happy? And right. I just think if you just say go home, that's like saying, man, we don't like you, get the fuck out of our house. I hate to use those words, but that's how big of a brunt I feel like that is to Chris Paul's, his whole career in that last little moment, especially after, and let's rewind. You just did all this stuff. Oh, it's his last year.
Yeah.
Let's praise him. And then now you do this.
Which means that something bigger is probably going on behind the scenes. And to both your points, Harper even said it, we're never going to really know.
Yeah.
It's weird, though, that Ty Lue says last night, like, we're good. And all the reports, though, were like him and Ty weren't on speaking terms for the last couple of weeks. So that's why I'm like, well, that's kind of a mixed bag. Now, granted, people are reporting, so you don't know really what's true.
Right.
But people are reporting that based off of what they're being told from people inside the organization or what they're hearing from people inside the organization or players or whoever it is. It's not like they're just making that up. It comes from somewhere. So that's a weird little dichotomy that Ty Lue's going to sit there and go, oh, no, yeah, we're fine. We're good. And yet every report was like, yeah, they haven't talked in weeks. So, and then they cut, and like to your point, Rob, they send him on his way. Not like try to work it out, or why don't we just, you know what, we're gonna put you on the bench for a while. We're not gonna play you that often, but we're gonna let you come in. No, just bye, come loose, see you.
And to me, I feel like, okay, you look around the league, and let's look at the Rockets. They need a point guard. Maybe you could have said, yo, you want to go to the Rockets or something? I said we released him so he could sign with the Rockets because the Rockets need a point guard and they have a chance to win the championship. Putting him in a position where a team he's played for, he's familiar with the organization, they need a point guard. I thought that's what this was happening, but none of that came up behind it. Like, what? He just gone?
Yeah.
So
It was just go home. It was take your shoes and see you. Yeah.
I mean, you look at
especially being on the road, though.
Rockets, Thunder. Hell, if you want to give him a chance to win a title, send him to the Thunder.
Well, that's part of the narrative now is like, all right, so he called those years when he was in OKC kind of his revival of his career. Wouldn't it be cool to see him go back to OKC? For the Oklahoma City Thunder to sign him to not much of a deal, but something to finish out the year, to give him a legitimate shot to win a ring before he walks. I think that'd be cool.
It'd be cool, but they roster stacked.
No, it's not, and it's not a move of we need him to do anything.
Right.
It's just you know what? Come on back. We'll throw you. You'll get your minutes here and there, but you're not an integral piece of the working organization. It's just more of a.
It's another vet present.
Yeah, and it's a chance for him to legitimately have a shot.
Yeah.
Because we all agreed that he's not going to win a ring with the Clippers. I mean, that was a given. Especially the way, what are they, 6-15 or some shit right now? They're terrible. And I like that. I just like that. I feel like that would be a nice little. It's a team he's played for. It's an organization he knows. Now, none of the people that are there now were there when he was there. But it's a legit opportunity for him to have that moment at the end of his career where he could maybe get a ring.
Yeah, Sam Presti was there though when he was there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But I to me, it'd have been if Chris Paul. I don't think Chris.
I think
Paul,
Shea was there too. Actually, when he was when he played there, it was just I think he was a rook if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't think Chris Paul would do that just for the sense that all the backlash he would get. Oh, you just ring chasing. That ring don't really count because the team won a championship last year. It's a lot that would come along with that. And so I feel like if he were to go somewhere that has, let's say, there's only really 3 teams in the league right now that have a legitimate shot at winning a championship. And so one of them is the Denver Nuggets. And so if he went to the Denver Nuggets, who kind of need a backup point for, Murray or something, that I'd be cool with because they didn't win it last year. So they trying to fight to get back in the position to make moves to win it again. Mm-hmm. So that one I would be cool with. But just to go to it's like when Durant went to Golden State. I know they didn't win it that
totally
year, but
different.
it's like
That's totally different.
Yeah, but Durant went there when they had won 73 games. I'm like,
why
I
agree.
You going there?
No, yeah, but Durant went there at the height of his career to a team that won 73 games from a team that just played them. You know what I mean? It's like that. Yeah. That was the kick on the Durant thing. This would just be a send off. Again, it doesn't come with he's ring chasing. Like he's done this season. Yes, he's ring chasing. There's nowhere else for him to go in the sense that it's not like he's going. Well, I'm going to do a year with fucking Memphis and then find my way in. No, this is it. Either he chases the ring now or he's done. Like that's all it is.
Well, I'll put it to you like this. Maybe not from a ring chasing standpoint, but more from a veteran presence standpoint. I wouldn't mind him here in Atlanta. With a young team.
I'd be good with that.
Not only, I think he also helps Trey in ways in providing a level of veteran presence and obviously a much bigger veteran helping another veteran when it comes to that. I think his voice and his presence can help that young team continue to propel throughout the season. I think the man is a future Hall of Famer. He has a lot of knowledge to bestow upon a young team. And I think he would do some good here in Atlanta, and I think he'd be appreciated here in Atlanta for what he could do for each and every single player on that team, especially Trey.
Yeah, I like that move. I don't think it's a bad place to be. How much have you worked lately?
I just was at the game that Lakers got their ass beat.
When they lost
by the Suns.
Suns, yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. What have you seen in the way of Luka? Because right now, from the hell was that?
We just got stuff going
people
on.
Construction.
These walls thin as they want to be in the studio.
Oh yeah, people next door can hear everything we say.
See, that sounds like an earthquake on this side when shit starts shaking like that.
No.
Oh shit!
In this place, there's probably 2 producers fighting with each other.
Yeah,
knowing the way this place runs. And I ask about Luka because the last 6 games, man. In the loss to the Suns, you brought it up. 38 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists. Games prior to that, 34, 12, and 7, 35, 5, and 11, 43, 9, and 13 assists, 33 points, 11 boards, 8 assists, 37, 5, and 10, 41, 9, and 6. Like it's just it's like a hair shy of a triple-double almost every damn night with him right now. He looks great. Like he is, as far as locked in goes, and AR is playing really well, and LeBron's kind of falling in okay. I mean, you're not getting a lot out of him right now, but I don't feel like you need to, because those other two guys are just like playing arguably some of the best basketball they've played in a minute.
Yeah. To me, I'm still waiting. I don't look at any of that right now, because I look at who they played, and you think about all that he's done against all these teams. None of them are playoff teams. None of them are I think their record against
Phoenix
teams
is pretty good, man.
But no. That's up to Phoenix. Yeah, I'm just saying Phoenix, but he lost that game.
They did lose the game.
What you score, because it's about the results and who you playing. That's what I look at.
Okay.
Because if you look at the team, everyone's, their record is great. Yeah, their record is great, and because they beat the teams they're supposed to beat. Think about it. They went 2 and they beat Timberwolves. They 2-0 versus Timberwolves. They lost to the Hawks. They got crushed by OKC. And then the Suns, who were fucking playing really good, who lost Devin Booker after the first quarter and still waxed their ass because they know how to play defense. And if you look at the way the Suns play defense, it was like textbook. They always had their hands up, hands out, making the passing lanes tough and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not, everybody's, oh, look at this, AR this. I'm like, I don't care about this shit right now.
Right.
Because if you look at, January is going to be December is going to be kind of okay. Then January is going to pick up a little bit, but that February, March schedule, I'm like, okay, now this is when we're going to see if the Lakers are really contenders or pretenders.
Right.
And people get so caught up in numbers nowadays. And for me, I look at the totality of the game and how you make people around you better. Luka has the ball 98% of the time. AR has it the other. And if you're a starter, and I'm talking about Rui now. Rui got one fucking shot in that game. And I blame the coaching staff and I blame the guards, AR and Luka, because if you got someone is key to your situation and winning a championship, you got to get him involved each and every night. He got one shot, and it's like, I'm like, you can't win this way. I don't care what you say. I don't give a damn if you average 40 points a game. Okay. You ain't gonna win this way. You ain't gonna win the championship this way.
Your February schedule: at the Knicks, at the Nets, Sixers at home, Warriors at home, Thunder at home, Spurs at home, Mavericks at home, Clippers at home. There's a home run in February. Celtics at home, Magic at home, then at the Suns, at the Warriors. That's your February, and then March picks up too, with a couple things in here. But I mean, Kings at home, Pelicans at home. But then you got to go to the Nuggets. Then you're at the Nuggets. Pacers at home. Knicks at home. That's good. Timberwolves at home. Bulls at home, who've been playing pretty well. Nuggets at home, who've been playing very well. Then you got to go to the Rockets twice. Basically, two in Houston in 2 nights. Then at the Heat, who've been playing well. At the Magic, who've been playing well. At the Pistons, who've been playing well. And then back to the Pacers, the Nets, and the Wizards. So March falls off a little bit at the end of there, but you're right though. There's there's that stint there, I think, in that 2 months.
Yeah.
And it's also going to be, it's the post All-Star game. That's really, like we talk about every year. That's really that stretch into the end of March, beginning of April, where you really see what a team is made of.
Right.
And it's okay. So now it's not we're figuring it out. It's like we've got our offense down. This is how we play defense. These are our roles. These are our guys. These are our substitutions. And we're going to see if this works now. Because if you can win those games and you can make hay when it counts, to your point, that's where you find out where they're really made of.
Yeah.
And sorry before you go, B, one more thing. They got a 3-game road trip coming up. I'm also going to see how they do in this 3-game road trip.
Where I went too far down the schedule. I looked at 3 months ahead.
They got the Raptors, Celtics, and Sixers. And
okay, all teams are playing well.
If they can win 2 of those games, then I'd be like, okay, I'm starting to see something. But you look at LeBron's not in shape yet. And AR and Luka. Think about when you play bad teams, you develop bad habits.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is you say, "Oh, I can throw this pass and get away with it," and now it becomes a part of your repertoire. Now you go to the next game and you start doing it. "Oh, I can cross this guy up because he's a bad defender." Now people ain't talking about Toronto, but they fucking good, man. They remind me of the Hawks. They long, they athletic, and they don't give a crap about anybody. They got some guys who gonna talk trash. So now you're going up against these two teams. Are really good defenders that they got up. Maybe not the Sixers. I said two. I mean the Celtics and the Toronto. So
Sixers are playing all right.
But no, they're defensively not as good as the other
not
teams.
as good. No, you're right. Defensively, not as good.
Yeah, and so that's what I'm looking at. I'm not. I don't care about the numbers Luka putting up because when you take all the fucking shots, you should score all the fucking points.
All right, good point.
Yeah, good point. You know how I am with the Lakers. They play well. I think they're still sitting at 2 in the West for whatever it's worth right now at December 4th. Whatever, which might not necessarily matter as much, right? But to be able to be playing well up until this point, like you said, they're gonna go through a little road stretch now to see what they look like against a lot of these competitive teams. I'm always still a little wary about the Lakers because they can get in these ruts where, and I witnessed it when they came here to Atlanta. I'm looking at them like, dog, like y'all bumping into one another, Luka bumping into somebody, causing turnovers, vice versa. It's just like, do y'all know how to play basketball?
No.
Like this is a 5-on-5 type of game. And the way that they were just getting manhandled, and I've seen that a couple of times this season, in spite of their record, there have just been times where they've gotten manhandled. I'm like, y'all can't do this. There has to be a level of toughness. Now, I don't know. I haven't catched the last few games. I think Aiden is still out, right?
No, he's back.
He's back. Okay, he's back.
He was 6 for 7 in that game. They don't use him.
Yeah.
When they use it.
Sorry, I couldn't.
I
have a 13-year-old girl. Every time I hear the word 6'7", I go 6'7".
So I think you got to get back to getting him the ball. You got to get the ball back in the inside, pounding the glass, and get back to him being a pivotal part of that offense if you really want to be formidable moving forward. Now you ain't got nothing for the Thunder. Ain't nobody got nothing for the Thunder.
And nobody's had anything for the Thunder. They've lost one game this year.
But you need to do what you possibly can against everybody else out there in the West. In order for you to be formidable and for people to be talking about you in the end. So they need to continue to be consistent. You can't have these consistent games here and then you out there getting dog walked by somebody else because now they're looking at you like, are the Lakers for real? How many times I've heard that? Are the Lakers for real? We've even asked that before. Are the Lakers for real?
We've been doing this show for almost 5 years. I feel like we've had that conversation 100 times.
So it's just one of those things. And I wish the best for him, and y'all know this. It's just something. It's just always something where I'm like, I don't know.
I think that the makeup of this team will probably change significantly once they get Giannis.
I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. Even if Milwaukee wanted to trade him, I don't see them trading him to the Lakers. I don't see that happening.
I don't think he goes anywhere. We've had this conversation 100 times. Yeah. Speaking of conversations we have every few days, it seems like I can't imagine. But the fact that he deleted all those damn tweets and Instagram posts all the way back to, I think the last one that had gone up was like a happy birthday to Kobe. And it was like, because it was a Lakers post, everyone went friggin' nuts. Everyone lost their minds. It was, oh, he's going to the Lakers. Oh, he's going to the Lakers. Like, what are you talking about? Like, by the way, I don't think he controls his social media. I don't think a lot of these guys really do. Maybe they post a few things here and there, or if you're Kevin Durant, you got like 15 burner accounts. But, I don't think that Giannis is the one going in there and going, okay, I'm going to delete a bunch of stuff off my account. Watch everybody go crazy.
I don't know. Maybe not, but I wouldn't be surprised if that is so.
That he's the one doing it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe he is, but
I wouldn't be surprised.
But I guess my question is, and there isn't really a question here. What's the intention of doing it? Like, what's the point of it? Obviously, there was a reason, And if it was to troll everybody, congratulations, you hit the jackpot on that one because you sent friggin' Lakers country into a frenzy over it.
Yeah. When you're not playing, you bored.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
He
Yeah,
didn't play the last game, so
Yeah.
he was bored. So
Well,
he
he's
just
gonna be
said,
out.
what can I do?
What did you tell me, Hart, before we started? He's out.
Out 2 to 4 weeks,
2 to
calf
4
strain.
weeks. So
Yeah.
he's gonna miss
every
some
time you
time.
get a calf strain now, it's 2 to 4 weeks because the
killing
last time a guy had a calf strain, he ended up at the Lakers, huh? Remember Luka?
Yep, that is true.
It's true.
That's true.
This is true.
Is that the sign now? I'm gonna get a calf strain. I
Calf
end up at the
strain and
Lakers.
go to L.A. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, thank you, Anthony Davis. Love to see you. Oh, he had everything. I did. You mentioned OKC. We talked about it briefly. Worth noting, Shea extended a streak of 20-plus points in a game to 94 straight games. Second only to Wilt Chamberlain, whose streak is 126 games. Also worth mentioning, when he passed the second longest streak of 92 games, that also belonged to Wilt Chamberlain. So, I mean, it's Wilt's world that he's living in right now, which is kind of nuts.
Right.
To say that, yeah, okay, that's where they are. They've won 13 in a row right now. And I just, man, the way that this is set up, too, with other teams that they own picks from, if some of these other teams don't start putting up, they may end up with a haul of picks that is even, it's filthy for any team, yet alone a team that's only lost one game this season. It's crazy what they are doing.
Sam Presti, boy. Mm-hmm. That daggone Sam Presti done set them boys up for the long haul. And he's allowed them, he set them up with a level of flexibility as well. Because let's say they do win another title, which in December, it looks like it. There's a lot of things that you can do. If guys want to, you want to trade off certain guys, to bring in some cheaper contracts when it comes to drafting. If guys want to go out and get their money and do whatever because they've already won their cool, they've set themselves up to where they could be very, very flexible here and in the future. And this is the epitome of what you're looking at as a president of basketball operations and as a GM. Being able to not only win with your young talent and be competitive with your young talent, but have a bevy of draft picks from other teams that are going to be lottery picks as well.
A lot of them could be.
So, they could possibly package those things together, trade them to go get another player.
Go get somebody else, yeah.
So,
Yeah, but here's a problem. You're going to get to a point where you're going to have some disgruntled players.
yeah.
Think about it, you get all these top picks, now
Yeah.
they sitting on the bench like, man, I'm playing behind these 2 dudes, 3
Yeah.
dudes that making $300 million, and I don't want to be in this motherfucker, man.
You ain't gonna see
We
the floor.
winning, but I want to play. I want to get to the point where I can make $300 million. So it's gonna be really, really interesting on how they do that. So right now, there's a lot of teams. Oh, like, please, sir. May I please have a pick?
I'll trade you Giannis for your picks, sir. I'm gonna run down where their picks are in a second, but I want to ask you, how good the Thunder are. When you watch them as a player, what jumps out at you? What jumps off the page about this team that makes them this freaking good?
The fact that they all play hard. That's one of the things. When you're on really good teams, you have a tendency to go up against the weaker teams and kind of put it in third gear. These guys come out and I think they play in fifth gear all the time because they know, I can go sit my ass down for the fourth quarter because the guys that don't get a lot of burn are just as good as me and they're going to keep the system going. And for me, they play hard and they got a love for one another that's like no other. And plus, let's just be honest, the coach is putting everybody in a position to succeed, and that's the thing. A lot of coaches, this is my system. You fit in my system. Mm-hmm. His system is around the players. No player is the system. So outside of Shea, you're gonna let Shea do his thing, but everybody else is put in a position to be successful. And also, they don't shoot a lot of threes. They just play basketball.
Right.
They take what's given to them. And a lot of teams now caught up in this analytical world where we got to shoot all these threes to win a game. At the end of the day, you know what the OKC does? They get buckets, man.
Yeah, because they mid-range monsters, boy.
Yeah, they get buckets. And you watch a lot of people threes now, they're contested. The only person that really shoots contested threes, and he's allowed to do it, is Shea Gilgeous. Everybody else is because Shea penetrates and kick it. Look, I'm wide the fuck open. Yeah. So they play really, really well together, and they play hard.
Okay. By the way, props to you and your team analysis for writing a Luther Vandross song. A love for one another that's like no other. It's 100% a Luther Vandross song. I don't know where it is or where it comes
Somewhere.
from. I was like, oh shit, that's like yeah. I can hear Luther singing that. A love for one another that's like no other.
Is that the top of this?
I wrote it down, so yeah, I feel like now it's a love for one another that's like no other. It's going to be people, what the hell are they doing? They're writing Barry White lyrics. Let me run another picks real quick. So this is what's out there for OKC, just so you know. They have a pick from the Jazz. Right now, Lauri Markkanen is pretty much the only thing stopping OKC from getting a top 9 pick at this point, but it could go as high as top 9. Let's see. Tyrese Maxey is Philly's lifeline because the Sixers' best player is dragging them through. But if their season starts to wobble, that unprotected pick could go as high as number 5 that they have from Philly. James Harden and the Clippers are on a total downfall, so that pick is continuing to go up. And it's trending into just danger territory. And then the Thunder have a first-round pick from the Rockets. Right now, that looks like Houston's tracking in the right direction, so that one's probably pretty safe as far as becoming a lottery pick or something up in the... But, I mean, the fact that they have 4 things floating around in next year's draft that could end them in multiple seats and in the lottery is just... It's, like, disheartening. Like, if your other teams are on the league, you're like, wait a minute, they can't have that. Like, you can't be that good and have all that. And yet here they are.
Oh,
You know what's weird? You know, this is the same game plan that the Sixers had when you're supposed to trust the process.
Oh, God.
But the only thing that separates them is Presti was smart. He drafted really good players. Where the Sixers drafted players like, what the fuck
What
were
are you
thinking?
doing?
Yeah. And so, and that's things we know with what's the kid from LSU? I can't think of his name right now.
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons. Even though Ben Simmons was working out, the folks one was like, who was this dude? When they drafted him, like, I've never heard of this kid before.
Boy, had
and
the
they
yips.
drafted him, yeah, had the number 1 spot. Like, you think about if they don't pick him, they pick someone else. The Sixers might be in the same
maybe it
position.
goes another way. Yeah.
Yeah, because the process would have been worked. But, you know, and
Embiid can't stay healthy.
And be healthy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, but so you
Can't stay
think about
healthy,
that, though.
nothing.
It's the same gameplay where I got all these young guys, but the OKC young guys are working out.
Yeah, they made it work. They really did.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just quick look around the standings before we get into some other stuff. Rest of the West sort of shakes out like this. Obviously, we talked about OKC. Houston's currently at the 3 spot, 14-5. Nuggets and the Spurs right behind him at 15-6. Wemby's missed 8 straight, though. No timetable for his return, so San Antonio's going to have to hold it down. Timberwolves are at 6 at 13-8, and the Suns are at 7, 13-9. So over in the East, Detroit finally loses a few, but they're still top 17-5. We talked about the Raptors earlier in the show. They're at the 2 spot right now at 15-7.
yeah.
Raptors, not on anybody's even playing list on this
Playing
show.
well over there.
And they're sitting at the 2 seed right now. Knicks at 3, Heat at 4, Magic at 5, Celtics at 6, Hawks and Cavs tied at 7, and the 76ers at 9. But all those teams I just mentioned are within like a game of each other.
It's
Like 14-7 to 11-9 all the way down the ride. So every day when I just kind of check the standings and see how people did, the Hawks were at 4 last week. They're tied for 7 this week, and freaking Toronto moved up, and the Heat moved up, then the Heat moved back. It's like that grouping in the East is...
Yeah.
It literally from 3 to 9 can change in the span of 2 games.
And it was like that. I think it was like that
last
season.
year. Yeah, last season we had that group. I think it was like 4 to 9 or 4 to 10 or something that was like, all right, who's going to drop 2 games and fall out of the play-in entirely?
Right.
So, yeah, the East is all crowded up. Do we care about the NBA Cup, by the way, because the knockout rounds are set?
I mean,
I kind of like sort of pay attention to it, but I don't know.
Not really. Like I'll watch it, but it's not something that I'm just anxiously looking forward to. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I know it's a cup game when I see the weird floor.
Yeah, that's pretty much
So
it. Yeah.
you know, it just is what it is, and I'll check it out. But it's not something that I'm just dialed into right now.
The only reason I watch the Cup because if the Lakers win, I get an extra gig. So I don't really care about.
Well,
the
they're
Cup,
they're
man.
still in the knockout round, so it's the
Yeah.
Thunder and the Suns. and then the Lakers and the Spurs in the West. So got to get through San Antonio and then probably the Thunder. So that's going to be, and then in the East, it's the Magic and the Heat and the Raptors and the Knicks.
I'm gonna tell you what'll be unfair. We talked about Giannis earlier, and whatever his future may be, and you talk about draft picks. Let Giannis go to OKC.
Shut up. That'll never happen. I don't think there's a scenario in a million years.
I'm not saying that it will, because we talked about you don't think Giannis is going anywhere anyway. But you start talking about we talked about the flexibility of the Thunder, and we started talking about the bevy of draft picks, which are very high draft picks.
This will never happen.
I'm not saying that it will.
Adam Silver will put on his David Stern pants and block this trade.
Adam Silver ain't blocking.
Seconds.
Adam Silver ain't blocking nothing.
But here's the thing: you can't trade Giannis for picks, though.
Because the money's got to match, right?
Well, I mean, as long as you got to put some players in there, but there can be some picks in there, can it?
There can be some picks in there, but you would have to give up one of the $300 million players.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know, man. If
and only one of them is worth Giannis. The rest of them too, nah.
I don't know about that. That's no, Jalen. No, don't do that.
Nah.
Okay.
I think don't get me wrong. Jalen is really good, but Jalen's good because of the people around him.
He's good in that system for sure.
Yeah. Because now you got to think about you got two other people that can keep their defenders on you, so which allows you to do what you do. Now, if you go to over there to the Bucks.
Yeah,
who's
all
keep
the
people
attention's
off
on you. Oh, yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah.
All the attention's on you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look, I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
He gonna end up with the Clippers, man.
Look,
I'm kidding.
God bless.
Get some of that secret money.
Get some of that undercover money. Yeah, that no-show endorsement deal. I'll take some of that, sir. Please, sir. Well, look, since we're on Giannis, I just want to bring it up real quick. Let me play a piece of audio from this week. They were asking him about the scoring list. He cracked 20,000 points, and he's actually at 21,000 now. They asked him, like, kind of where does he see himself mentioned in these groups and these people and stuff, and this is what he had to say.
And I think to get to the top of the scoring list is not 6, 7, 8 years away. I think it's, in my opinion, I think it's 4 years away. 4 or 5 years away, 4.5 years away. I think when I'm going to be 35 years old and sit in this chair, I'm going to have a discussion of how I am in the top list of all time in scoring, and I would have tagged that into existence. And not just tag it into existence because I believe that I'm going to do it. It's something that I want to do.
So this story's been spun a few different directions because I feel like he said he wants to be at the top of the list. But I feel like when he says that, it's probably it's like syntax. You know what I mean? Like, I think he means in the grouping at the top. I don't think he means topping LeBron in 4 or 5 years. I think he just wants to be in the top group because he's at 21,000 points right now. He's averaging about 2,000 points a season for his career over the last 9 seasons. LeBron is at 42,200.
He's not catching.
He ain't catching LeBron James.
Giannis is how old? 30?
31, I think. Maybe 30?
And my thing is this. You look, y'all got to take this into consideration when we start talking about this. Is the reason. There's a reason why this record had been upheld by Kareem for so long. And then now we get to witness LeBron. You know what those two guys embody?
Longevity.
And health.
And health.
Yeah.
Those guys barely missed it. LeBron for a very long time didn't miss time.
Yeah.
And scoring at the rate at which he did at the age that he was. Even, you talking about LeBron even, well, not now, but even last year, at 41 years old, 42 years old, whatever it is, averaging 25 points a game, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, like he's done pretty much for his entire career. Like, I don't think people really understand what it means to be the all-time scorer in NBA history. There's a reason why that record was where Kareem held at for a long time. We never thought anybody would break it. There's a reason for this. And I love Giannis. I do. Dynamic player. But that's a lot of points, bro. That's a lot of and unless you plan on playing, is Giannis gonna play till 40?
He's gonna have to.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah, I mean,
Ain't got a choice.
come on, dog.
Hey, and his thing also, you think about Kareem didn't shoot any threes, and he had that record.
Yeah.
And so, and Giannis, you're not a good 3-point shooter, so that's not. You're gonna have a game where you 6 for 7 from 3 like a LeBron James, and plus LeBron is still playing. And now you think about, you're gonna be out for 4 weeks. I think LeBron probably missed a total of 2 months his whole career. So
He missed a damn month this season, didn't he?
Yeah. So I think overall he's probably, because I'm gonna go with the language Barry on this one.
Me too.
And that he was saying he wanted to be in the upper echelon of people.
Right. Now
and
look,
not
if you want to, right, if you want to crack the top 10, I feel like that's achievable. Carmelo is currently number 10 at 28,289.
Oh yeah, he'll be. I think it's all said and done.
Like,
yeah.
if you're doing 2,000 points a season in the next 4 to 5 seasons, yes, you could be legitimately in the top 10. But you also have active players that are still ahead of you.
Yes.
Dame's at 37 with 22,598. CP3's at 36. He's got 23. DeMar's at 24 with 25. Steph's at 22. Russ is at 18. Harden's at number 11 at 28,000. And by the way, Kevin Durant, still playing, is currently number 8 with 30,940 points, and that man's still going. So, you got guys still playing in the league that you got to catch, let alone the all-time. But
So will y'all guys think he'll finish top 5?
all-time?
maybe top.
I think top 10 is realistic. Top
me too.
5, I feel like, is tough.
Yeah.
Because then you're starting to flirt with the Kareem-esque type numbers, Jordan, Kobe-esque numbers, and I mean, dude,
And all those guys except for Jordan, 20 years, right?
yeah, and Jordan was Jordan, so it was like, Jordan's at 5, 32,000. Kobe's at 4, 33,000. Do I think he can get to 33,000 points?
How many points Carmelo had? He like third, right?
Yeah, Karl Malone is third. He was like above everybody. He was like 35 or 36 or something like that. And then it was Kareem, and then obviously LeBron ran away with the whole thing. So
Sorry, but I just think about Kareem, Jordan, and even Carl. They didn't shoot a lot of threes, man. That's fucking getting buckets, man.
Carl was a mid-range monster. He made his career down low.
Yeah.
I mean, but so did Kareem, to your point. So it's like, it's the game evolves and points can rack up a little bit differently. But does Giannis shoot a lot of threes? I don't think he does.
He shoots like 3 a game.
He shoots the occasional one here and there, but I don't see him. But I mean, he's gonna have to follow that model of, you're gonna have to work down low and mid range, and you're gonna have to make them count, and you're gonna have to get buckets, because you got a hill to climb there. Now, can he crack the top 10? I think in 5 years, probably. But it's, who says that some of these other guys don't get into the top 10 and push that line a little further? So I don't know. All right, well, let's jump into college football real quick. Then we're gonna do Big Shot of the Week, and then we're gonna play a game called The Old Man in the Ring. If Chris Paul were to go to like OKC or Houston and win a ring in his last season, I'm going to give you guys who won rings late in their career. You just have to tell me where they won them.
Okay.
So I'm curious to see if you guys know. Some of these you will know. Some of these I'm not sure. All right, college football. Congratulations, LSU. You got Lane Kiffin, but you didn't get his dog. So, a story about he's leaving his damn dog behind. But yeah, there was some drama. So Lane Kiffin's got a short version. Lane Kiffin has a dog named Juice Kiffin. And they actually set up a Twitter account for the dog at one point. And Lane would troll people from the dog's Twitter account. And it was like an ongoing gag. Well, when he moved, apparently Juice Kiffin has been being taken care of by people that work at the university for the last couple of years. So it was like, wait a minute, was this his dog or not? It was it was almost like his mascot.
So he's leaving him behind.
Yeah, he left him behind. And now I think because of all the negative press, now he's like, no, we're bringing the dog. What are you talking about? We're bringing the dog. So now the Juice Kiffin Twitter account is tweeting out can't wait to join my family at LSU and Baton Rouge, and it's so stupid. It's a dumbass story. But I mean, all the people met him at the airport to flip him off and boo him and kick him the F out of Oxford.
Here's the thing, man. It's a two-sided coin. Two sides to this coin. Look, I'm not mad at him taking the LSU job. It's a better job, more money. Recruiting is better, even though, he's been at Ole Miss, 6 seasons?
I think he's been there like 8.
It ain't been that long.
No, I think
it ain't
he's been
that
there a
long.
minute, dude. He's had a run.
And Lane Kiffin ain't staying nowhere for eight seasons.
Oh, man, maybe you're right then, if that's the case.
I think it may have been 5 or 6, but this is the best season Ole Miss has had in its history, I believe. And they're a playoff team. I ain't got no problem with him taking a new job. Cool. Here's the other side of this coin. His request was denied to continue to coach Ole Miss into the playoff. Ole Miss said, hell no. Go on about your new team. I ain't got no problem with that neither. You don't get to take a new job and then continue to look these guys in the face and coach them along throughout the playoffs. Because I'm pretty sure amongst a lot of those players, a level of respect is lost. So go on about your business, go on and recruit, do what you need to do, get your staff together, and leave Ole Miss alone. So I have no problem. I understand both sides of the coin, both ends of the spectrum, and two things can be right at the same time.
6 seasons.
6, okay.
Let me just say this. It's just going to sound weird coming out of my mouth. I hope Ole Miss win the national championship.
and then
I
you
hope
missed
they
out.
win it.
Yeah. And then you missed out. They might win it just to spite him.
Hey,
Exactly.
if Ole Miss win the Natty, oh my goodness.
This
You talk
story
about
will go to the moon.
You talk about content for months.
Yeah.
You were holding back all along. I'm glad your ass gone.
That dog's going to be like, can I go back?
Yes.
I
wanna roll
send me
with a
back to
winner.
Oxford. I want my ring.
But then my question is, let's just say they do win it. Let's just, content purposes. Let's say they do win it. Does Lane get a ring?
I think he does, yeah.
I think he does,
He's
too.
the head coach of the regular season. Just because he didn't coach them in the playoff doesn't mean he didn't get them
They
to where
may
they
not
were.
give him that damn
They
ring
may
in
not,
spite
but
of
I
him.
don't know. I think
I'm be petty as hell. I ain't giving him shit.
Oh, no. You're right.
coaching the game, you don't get a ring.
100%. Old Miss will be petty. I'm not saying that. But I think justly he should get a ring.
Yeah.
Hey, this ain't the NBA where you was on the team for a minute. Oh, we go and win a championship. We give you a ring. No, it don't work that way.
Baseball's
dog.
the same way.
He'd be
Yeah.
the first coach to leave a team before the season is over to get a ring because the team he left won it all.
I would love to see this. happen.
That's
I'm with,
the
Rob,
real-
I'm with you. I never thought I'd say this.
Yes.
I'm with you. I would love to see this happen.
Yeah.
This story would be the best story in the history of mankind.
It really would.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
And
It's not going to happen, but damn, it would be awesome if it did.
That would be awesome, right?
and
Yeah.
even more pressure it will put on him at LSU. Because now
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, oh,
You're a national championship coach now. Bubba.
kinda, sorta.
You get 0.5
Kinda.
national championship. You get half
Yeah.
a credit. Yeah. You get a half a credit. All right, last week's picks. Rob went 3-2. Harp went
Not
one.
enough.
Harp went 1-4 though.
Jesus Lord.
Yeah, I went 5-0. I'm going to give you the picks. I told you I would do it from now on. Number 4, Georgia beat number.
Hey, last game of the year.
No. I'll start keeping track. Number 4, Georgia beat number 16, Georgia Tech, 16-9. UGA was laying 14.5. Rob and I picked Tech. Hart picked Georgia. Texas A&M lost to Texas 27-17. That was an outright loss on the field. Rob and B-Dog picked A&M. You both picked A&M. I picked Texas.
I know I shouldn't have picked them mofos.
Tell you what,
It hurt
man,
me.
I told you the A&M letdown game exists. It was there, and there it was. Number 1, Ohio State just thumped Michigan, 27-9. B-Dog picked Michigan. Rob and I both picked Ohio State and got that. Vanderbilt beat Tennessee. Rob and B-Dog picked Tennessee. They thumped them.
I didn't think they would do that on the road.
45-24. I picked Diego Pavia's mom, and that paid off. And then the last game was obviously the Iron Bowl. Alabama beat Auburn 27-20. The spread was 6.5, so that we all won it on the hook because we all picked Bama. So we all hooked it and we all got it. So that was the games last week. So Rob's at 26-25.
I'm last.
I'm at 31-20. No, Harper, you're at 28-23.
Yeah. I ain't seen
so
Rob's.
you've dropped 3 games back on me.
I
now.
did.
So we've got 4 games this week. We're going to pick the 4 championship games that people actually care about. There's some other ones in there that are nonsense. We're not going to pick those. Let's start with the Big 12 championship game. This is number 11 BYU versus number 5 Texas Tech. Actually, I think they're number 4 Texas Tech now. This is noon on ABC at AT&T Stadium in Dallas for the Big 12.
13 and a hook.
Yep, Texas Tech's laying 13 and a hook against BYU. Who wants to go? I'll go first if you want.
Yeah, you the leader.
I'm going Cougs. I'm picking BYU, man. I don't know if they're going to beat Texas Tech. I think
a lot of points.
It is. It's a lot of points. That's my hang. I think that if they don't beat Texas Tech, and I think they got a shot to, but I think that, and now Texas Tech cooked them last time they played.
Yeah.
So I think BYU wants a little revenge here, and if they don't beat them, I feel like they're going to hold it close enough to cover the 13.5. So I'm going Cougars.
Texas Tech is rolling, boy.
They are.
Boy,
They might be the best team in the country.
But that let you know what money do for you. I'm gonna take Texas Tech in the 13.5.
You want the cover?
I think they continue to roll. I think they continue to prove why they're a top 14, at least in the playoffs.
To me, I'm still not a believer in BYU. I can't believe in BYU. They got a rookie, a freshman quarterback. You know, even though the coach just signed a new deal, I don't trust BYU. So I got to go with Texas Tech.
He turned down Penn State.
Yeah, I got to go with Texas Tech. I just don't trust BYU. They quarterback plays too reckless for me. So
okay. Number 4 Georgia
the big
versus
game of the
number
day.
9 Alabama. The SEC championship game, 4 p.m. on ABC.
The most important game of the day.
From Mercedes-Benz Stadium right here in Atlanta. Georgia's laying 2.5. So
Y'all can go first.
This is pretty much a field goal game.
Y'all can go first.
Georgia.
Oh, you're picking against your alma mater. I am surprised.
Y'all heard that, Bama? All the way in Tuscaloosa. Y'all hear this, right?
Hey.
The man got his face on at the gym on the wall, at the arena on the wall.
Hey, we in Georgia. They beat Georgia not too long ago, even though Georgia's 0-4 against Bama. But no, I just think the odds are with Georgia this time, and with Jam probably going to be out.
Well, yeah, he's questionable.
Kalen, you know, I've been kind of suspect on his coaching down the stretch, and then you was up for the Heisman once the Heisman started
Talking
talking Heisman, just you've been spiraling the wrong way.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Georgia.
I think this is going to be a close game, though.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody's going to run away with this one. It was a field goal game last time, wasn't it? Didn't they win like 27-24 or something like that?
Something like that,
When
yeah,
Alabama
yeah.
beat them the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Bama got up on them early, and
then they had
second
they came
half
back.
they came roaring back. Yeah,
But I mean, I don't know. I'm with you, Rob. I'm going to go Georgia because I think even if they win, even if it's by a field goal, they're going to cover the 2.5.
yeah.
I feel like Georgia. I don't think that they thump Alabama, but I feel like they find a way to win this one by at least a field goal. I'm going to go Georgia as well.
This is one of those games where Alabama needs to win because even if they lose, I think they could possibly still
They're
get
going
in.
to still be in. The committee set them up to stay in by putting them at number 9. Because even if they lose, they can drop them back to 10
Yeah.
at 3 losses and still keep them in
Yeah.
it. I think the
3-loss
committee kind of set them up to be in no matter what.
And a 3-loss Bama team is better than
Then what?
a lot of teams.
Then a 2-loss Notre Dame team?
Sure.
Then a 2-loss Miami team?
Sure.
Okay.
I prefer to see a 3-loss.
I think
Bama
the
team.
committee would too, which is why they set them up. Okay, we'll just drop them back to 10.
It's hard to beat a team twice in the same season. It is really hard. What is it, 2 and a hook?
Yeah, 2 and a hook, so it's a field goal game basically.
Jeez. Ah. You know what? Bama been struggling. But somehow, some way, whenever they see that bulldog on the helmet, the G on the helmet across from them, everything starts to act right. It's like they ain't have any issues at all.
You're not wrong. I almost went Bama for that exact same reason.
You know what?
Like they just find a way against Georgia, man. I don't know why.
Give me the Tide.
All right.
Give me for whatever it's worth. Give me this game is gonna be hella close. Give me the Tide by the hair on. Well, I got a lot of hair on my chin.
Tide gonna win by 50.
Give me the Tide by the slimmest of margins.
Okay.
That's how I think I'll get good this game. This is gonna be a
This is gonna be a
bloodbath.
good game.
Yeah,
I hope it's a good game.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the Big Ten championship game. The top 2 teams in the country. Number 2, Indiana versus number 1, Ohio State. 8 p.m. on Fox at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana.
This is really an Indiana home game,
It is.
technically.
Harper, you got to go first this time.
Oh,
OH laying 5.5
OHIO.
in Ohio State.
I'm gonna take Ohio State.
Okay.
Indiana has had a heck of a
good.
season. That magical comeback win versus Penn State,
Yeah.
everything, and I just think,
Are they unbeaten? I think they're unbeaten.
yeah, I
right?
think they're
I
unbeaten.
think they're both undefeated.
Yes, they're undefeated.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take
They're the
Ohio
only two
State.
undefeated.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm taking Ohio State in this game. 5.5. Yeah.
5.5.
I'll
Rob.
take 5.5.
You know, it's like I know these receivers Ohio State got the best in the land, and I know a lot of times he just freaking throws it up there and they just make him look that good. But people don't talk about Indiana's defense. Even Indiana got some dogs on that defense. So I gotta go with Indiana because I think they're gonna boil down to the quarterback play. Whoever wins this game more than likely is gonna win the Heisman. So I just like the Indiana quarterback a little bit better than the quarterback at Ohio State.
I am rolling with you on that. I'm going to pick Indiana. I'm going to go the Hoosiers here. I think Kirk Cignetti wants that signature win. He wants to show everybody that he's not effing around. And I like Ryan Day a lot. They won the national title last year. But Ryan Day has had this penchant for the occasional biggest moment, stumble. And I feel like it's going to be like a late touchdown by Indiana, and they're going to run out with like a 6 or 7 point win or something. 6 or 7. So I feel like Indiana's going to pull one out of their rear end and send it into chaos. I'm also going to go with the Hoosiers.
Yeah.
All right.
And plus, I think they beat him. They only beat him by 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be by much, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Something in my brain's like late touchdown from Indiana to pull ahead late. All right, last game. And I'm putting this
Who
on here
cares?
because it's awesome. The
Yes, it
ACC
is.
championship game. 7-5 Duke versus number 18 Virginia.
Lord Jesus.
8 p.m. at ABC. This is Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. And the spread in this game is only Virginia by 3.5. This is ridiculous.
Because they playing in North Kakalaki.
And they played in North
Duke's
Carolina.
backyard.
I am going Manny Diaz and the Blue Devils on this one. I am going Duke, and I'll tell you why. I want chaos to reign. If Duke is the ACC champion at 8-5,
The ACC has no
the
one.
ACC ain't gonna get a single team in the playoff, and I don't know how the committee can allow that to happen. They're gonna have to find a way to finagle Miami into the playoff if Duke wins, because it will be chaos. Chaos if the ACC doesn't get a single team.
And
in the
because of
college
that, I'm going to
football
take
playoff.
Duke as well.
I want
gonna take
chaos
Duke
to
as
reign,
well.
dude. I'm going Duke.
You know,
And Duke's not bad, by the way. They've lost the games they've
Yeah.
lost. They haven't gotten cooked badly by anybody.
yeah, we all want Duke to win just because of that, but I'm behind. So
You're still going Virginia. All right. Fine.
I'm going with Virginia.
Rob
'cause I'm
wants
too
boring.
far behind.
Rob
No,
wants boring.
hey,
I want chaos.
I want chaos too, but it's just but
right.
this is
You need to pick up some games.
I
got
need to
you.
pick up
Yeah.
some game, but it'd be really interesting. You know, you think about a couple years back where the committee dropped Florida State out because
yeah.
the quarterback was hurt. It'd be really interesting if they drop Ole Miss
They
even
won't.
more. Because
It
they
would be
got no
great if they
quarterback,
did.
no
I don't
coach.
think they will. Though.
Yeah,
You're
but
right.
they didn't set it up for that because they kept them at that same positions as the previous week. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, let's do Big Shot of the Week, and we'll play the game real quick. Big Shot of the Week is going to go to a London man named Ben Saunders. He owns a company called Flawless Cleaning Services. He heard about a 63-year-old veteran named Nick Joyce who lived down the road, who could barely access his backyard because it had been overgrown, like totally, with weeds and trees and stuff. 6 to 8 feet of weeds in the backyard. Ben and his team took 2 days last month cleaning this guy's backyard out for nothing. They filled a dumpster outside of his home, replaced his side canopy, cleaned his gutters, built him a vegetable garden, all this other stuff. It's the transformation of this man's backyard is unreal. It's the kind of stuff you'd see on a home reno show.
That's what's up.
It's wild, but the dude did it for free because he knew the guy was a 63-year-old veteran who couldn't get out there. He's got COPD, he's got arthritis, PTSD, and all this other stuff. And he had to leave his factory job in April when his car broke down. So the man doesn't even have a car to get around. So on top of cleaning out this man's entire backyard and redoing the whole thing, Ben set up a GoFundMe for this man and got him $11,000 for a new car on top of all of that. And his quote may be my favorite quote of all time in Big Shot of the Week. When he was asked why he did all this, he said, "Kindness ripples. Seeing how one act can change someone's life reminds me why I do what I do." Kindness ripples might be one of my favorite quotes of all time from a dude who just did right by his neighbor, who was a 63-year-old vet. So, dude, Big Shot of the Week, man. That's what's up. That's incredible.
I mean, I don't have anything to say. Mic drop.
Yeah.
Like just those two
Put that on a
words.
wall somewhere, bro.
Yeah.
Kindness ripples.
Yeah.
I love that. And he's right.
Yeah.
It does.
He is so right.
All right, let's game it. Oh, I gotta find my music. Where's my music? I don't have any music? Oh yeah, I do. Here we go. Okay. I was like, I always have music. What is this nonsense? All right, this will be a fun game, but probably a quick game. We're gonna go back and forth. I'm gonna give you guys somebody who won a title very late in their career. We talked obviously about Chris Paul and the possibility of him going to Houston or maybe OKC to try and win a ring on his way out the door now that the Clippers did him dirty. So I'm just going to give you the player and how old they were. It's your job to just tell me where did they win their ring. So we'll start with Robert Horry. At age 37, Gary Payton. Where did Gary Payton win his ring?
Come on now.
When they with the Heat?
It was with the Miami Heat.
Started
Very
off
good.
easy.
All right. Harper, at age 38. Jason Kidd. Where did Jason Kidd win his ring? At 38.
Was that the what? I should know this one. That wasn't the Mavericks, was it?
Oh.
Yeah.
It was the Dallas Mavericks.
Okay, that's what I thought. That was the only
2011
that was the only
Dallas
team on my mind.
Yeah, there you go. Good job. All right, Rob. At age 36, Alonzo Mourning.
Heat?
It was Miami, yeah. Now, he bounced around for a hot minute other places.
Yeah.
But no, it was 100% the Miami Heat. That was the Shaq year.
Yeah.
All right, Harper, you damn well better get this one. I'm sure you will. At age 32 years old, Clyde Drexler.
Oh, Houston. I'm just playing.
I was like, don't you do that to Rob. Rob, come across the Zoom and kick your...
I'm like,
Yeah, I was Houston. Yeah.
All right, Rob, at age 33, Kyle Lowry.
Raptors.
Was the 2019
Kawhi.
Raptors. Very good. It's the Kawhi year, yeah. All right, a few more. Harper, at age 38, Sam Cassell.
I think that was the. Well, Sam been old his whole life.
I love that. Shit, that might be the show title. Sam been old his whole life.
When he was with y'all.
He wasn't that old when he was with
No,
us.
that's
No,
what I'm
he wasn't
saying.
38.
He wasn't. No, he
He
wasn't
won 38.
38.
He might look 38, but he won 38.
He wasn't a Celtic, was he? Nope.
Boston
boom.
Celtics.
Okay, he was the Celtics.
2008
Yeah.
And then he became an assistant coach.
Yep, that's right.
Boston Celtics. Rob, two more to go. You should get both of these. Rob, at age 33, Sean Marion.
Dallas.
I'm 100% correct. That was also the 2011 Dallas Mavericks. And Harper, at age 34, Rajon Rondo.
Boss.
Nope.
No.
Oh.
Nope.
That was the
That's
What?
bubble championship.
Yeah, that was the
fool.
Laker bubble
It
championship.
was.
Dang it.
Oh, no. Rob knew it.
He didn't know it.
Rob, it was going to be a tie, but Rob, we're just snuck one out there.
It's just every time I think of Rondo, I think of Boston.
I know. That's why.
I'm shocked you put our boy Mitch Richmond on there.
No, I did not put Mitch on there. Yeah, he was on when I ran the list. I was like, Mitch is on there. Both of y'all are gonna get that in a heartbeat. So there were dudes on this list like Dirk Nowitzki. I'm like, shut up. Like everyone know, like he only played one place. Like I don't know. Like, that was the point of putting that on the list.
I botched that.
Oh, that's all right. But that was the trick. There was Rondo was you think Rondo, you think Boston, man.
Forgot he was there with the bubble.
He was a bubble guy. All right, boys. That is all she wrote. And obviously, to anybody still with us here, no shoot around this week because the show's already dropping on Thursday, so it doesn't make sense for us to put another show out tomorrow. But we hopefully next week we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming, depending on any crazy life changes or updates here. But yeah, hopefully next week we're back to our Tuesday, Fridays. But thanks for sticking with us for being late this week.
Yes, and next week we don't know if everybody got their Christmas shopping done yet.
Oh,
Done. I ain't even started.
I was gonna say you don't want to talk to me. I've done my Christmas. My Christmas shopping's been done for like a month.
That's good for you.
I'm psychotic.
I've gotten everybody's gifts but my wife's.
Oh really? Oh, that's not the one you want to wait on though.
Oh, because she don't never get shit. I'm her gift.
Oh, shut up! Shut up!
She know that?
Yeah.
Yo, she knows that.
Trust me when I tell you, she's looking for the receipt.
No. But I mean, like,
What's the return policy on this asshole? Hold on, wait. I got 30 more days. I'm good.
that's crazy.